Have you ever looked at your child's behavior and wondered, is this just a phase? Or is there something more going on? One moment they're fine, and the next they're acting out, withdrawing, or suddenly struggling in ways you don't quite understand. But what if their behavior isn't just mischief or a mood swing? What if it's a cry for help? Today, I'm going to show you how to discover what your child might be hiding and why it's so important to listen. I want to start by telling you a story. When my child was younger, there was a period where they became unusually quiet. They stopped playing with their friends, their grades started slipping, and even at home, they just seemed off. At first, I thought maybe it was just stress from school, but then things started getting worse. My child wasn't talking to me like they used to, and I noticed they seemed more anxious than usual. I asked them what was wrong, but they just shrugged it off. It wasn't until one evening when I found them sitting alone, staring at the wall, that I realized this was more than just a little attitude or rebellion. Something deeper was going on. This is what we often face. As parents, kids don't always show us what's bothering them directly. Sometimes, their behavior is a reflection of hidden emotional needs. And here's the truth. If we don't uncover what they're hiding, their struggles can grow bigger, unnoticed. So, how can you tell if your child's behavior is a cry for help? It's not always obvious. They may not be able to express it in words, but their actions speak volumes. Let's go through a few key signs that may indicate there's something more happening underneath the surface. 1. Sudden behavioral changes. Does your child go from being outgoing to withdrawn? Or from happy to angry at the drop of a hat? Big mood swings, sudden changes in behavior, or increased aggression might be signs of something they're struggling with emotionally or socially. 2. Academic struggles. If their school performance suddenly drops without explanation, it might not be about the grades. It could be about something deeper: anxiety, bullying, or a fear of failure. Watch for shifts in their attitude towards school if they're withdrawing from their usual activities. That's a red flag. 3. Withdrawal or isolation. Has your child become more reclusive? If they're avoiding social interactions or isolating themselves more often than usual, it could be a sign they're struggling with their emotional needs. So, what exactly might your child be hiding? It could be a number of things. Sometimes kids bottle up their emotions because they don't know how to express them, or they feel ashamed of their struggles. 1. Anxiety and stress. Kids, just like adults, deal with anxiety. They might not understand it, but they feel overwhelmed whether it's due to school pressure, family issues, or social challenges. Watch for signs like fidgeting, restlessness, or complaints of stomachaches. Anxiety doesn't always look the way we expect it to. 2. Loneliness and isolation. Even though kids often have friends, they might still feel lonely. If they're spending more time alone, it might mean they're struggling with feelings of loneliness or even feeling left out at school. These feelings, if not addressed, can affect their self-esteem. 3. Trauma or unspoken fears. Sometimes, kids hide traumatic experiences they don't know how to process. Whether it's bullying, problems at school, or something that happened at home, trauma can affect their behavior in ways you might not expect. They may act out to cover up their fears or simply because they don't have the words to describe it. Now, let's talk about what you can do to uncover what your child is hiding and offer them the support they need. 1. Be present and observe. Sometimes, the key to understanding your child's needs is in the small moments. Take note of changes in their behavior. Are they withdrawing? Are they avoiding certain topics? Pay attention to their body language and how they react in different situations. 2. Ask the right questions. Instead of asking, "What's wrong?" try open-ended questions that invite them to talk, like, "How are you feeling today?" Or, "Is there something on your mind that you want to talk about?" Approach it gently so they don't feel pressured. 3. Create a safe space. Let your child know that they can come to you with anything big or small. When they feel safe to share their feelings, it's easier for them to express their hidden needs. Encourage them to talk about their emotions without fear of judgment. 4. Seek help when needed. If you suspect your child is dealing with anxiety, trauma, or other serious emotional struggles, through their challenges. Remember, as parents, we play a huge role in helping our children navigate their emotional world. By being aware of their hidden needs, and by creating a safe space for them to express themselves, you can help them feel heard, understood, and supported. If you've noticed any of these signs in your child, take a moment today to connect with them. Start the conversation, and be the listening ear they need. Have you noticed changes in your child's behavior lately? Drop a comment below and let me know how you're addressing their hidden needs. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips on understanding and supporting your child's emotional health. Thanks for watching.